On the merit of these lessons that I gazetted the Health Financing Expert Panel led by Mr. Wambugu on the transformation and repositioning of NHIF as a strategic partisan with the aim of defining the requisite reforms in NHIF, a key vehicle for a sustained UHC. This morning, you witness that I have received the final report from the Health Financing Reform Panel of Experts. The NHIF Reforms Panel, which the chairperson has alluded to, focused on the following 4 priority reform areas. 1, financial sustainability of NHIF and indeed UHC. 2, health purchasing options to ensure efficient allocation of funds that are mobilized. 3, review of the legal, regulatory, and governance framework of the fund. Finally, strengthening the organizational and business processes of the fund. In undertaking its work, the panel employed a rigorous appraisal methodology that involved the review of all previous assessments that had been undertaken and reform strategies instituted since the inception of the fund. NHIF still remains under the Ministry of Health as a service provider in the space of social insurance. Best practice, as is documented in this report by the expert, says that we need to have no more than between 1 and 3 schemes. Here we have 74, and you can begin to see now the issues of inefficiencies, particularly from an administrative point, because you have to service each one of these sets. This is what is causing us to say the following. Even for those who are in the formal sector, we will require for them to remain within a band of 3, at least 3 schemes when we have fully reformed NHIF. NHIF will then play a very critical role. So it will be a combined sort of, if you will, approach. 1 servicing direct input at the primary level, and 1 helping us also with some level of pulling through insurance, and therefore the UHC fund, which the chair spoke about, as a standalone. It doesn't have to stop the regular formal employee scheme, but it will stand alone because then it is catering for the most vulnerable and the ones who are left behind at that point. But again, I am quick to say, while that is what has been recommended, this has to go through various stages of negotiation, or if you will, it has to be taken through the usual government processes of consultation for it then to be actually brought in. The report has just been tabled here, so it will be moving to other stakeholders, particularly and including cabinet, for a total buy-in.
But when you talk about 25 and 75%, we are talking about the number of, percentage of people who are covered, not necessarily about money, because the way the money flows is different. So only 25% of people have actually aggregate insurance mechanism. The rest of 75% rely on either they pay out of pocket or someone pays for them. The overall cost of doing this is going to be sustainable. We may not be able to fund 100% of the services that have been defined as essential. But what we've done is we have started with the very, what I call primary services, but we've also taken on board any services that create catastrophic expenditure. So, for example, someone who has cancer, we have not recommended reducing the services available. In fact, as we are saying, when tax money comes to NHIF, the services begin to expand because now you reach people that you previously have not been reaching. You can't have an unhealthy population and expect you're developing. You can't really develop. And unfortunately, look at health indicators, life expectancy, 68 when some countries are already at past 80. We have to start aspiration to live more.